மீண்டும் நம் எல்லோரும் சார்பாக நம்மளுடைய இதய தெய்வமான பகவானின் பொற்பாதங்களில் நம்முடைய அன்பு கலந்த வணக்கங்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு, இங்கு ஏற்கனவே அறிவித்தபடி நம்முடைய அகில இந்திய தலைவர் வருவதாக இருந்தது. ஆனால் கடைசி நிலை சில சந்தர்ப்பங்களால் சூழ்நிலைகளால் நேரடியாக இங்கு வர முடியவில்லை. அதனால் நம்மோடு உரையாடுவதற்காக நேரலையில் காத்து கொண்டு இருக்கிறார். இப்போது நாம் அவருடைய வழிகாட்டுதலை கேட்போமாக. அவரை இந்த கூட்டத்திற்கு நம் எல்லோரும் சார்பாக மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை கரகோஷம் எழுத்தி வரவேற்போம். Our All India President Sir is online and he will deliver his address and guidance to us from his residence at Mumbai. Sir, we welcome you wholeheartedly with all our love, and we are seeking your guidance with your divine words.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagwan, we offer our gratitude to him for blessing us by allowing us to come together at his divine lotus feet today morning. It was an absolute divine experience to begin the conference with the lovely session of Jyoti meditation, then followed by the absolute nectarine words of Bhagwan Shri Sat Sai Baba. Was indeed a feeling which enhances the fact that Swami is with each one of us here in this lovely venue of the state conference. My dear brother Mukundan, the zonal president, the members of the Tamil Nadu Trust, my elder brother Ramani sir, Ramesh, the convener of the trust, my very special state president Suresh, and equally pleasant Vice President Vijay Krishnan, my greetings to each and every member of the Sri Sat Sai Seva Organization, Tamil Nadu South, as I see them on the screen just now. All my sisters and brothers, a very warm Sai Ram to each one of you. You are all sitting in this hall and therefore you cannot see the larger picture. But with the grace and the technology which is showing, I am feeling so happy looking at all my sisters in beautiful colored saris, all my brothers who are sitting on the other side in a huge auditorium. In fact, yesterday night when Brother Vijay Krishnan sent me a little glimpse of the entire venue, I was thrilled and I felt very sad that I was not there. But brothers and sisters, everything happens with divine will. And indeed, this conference is an amazing event. We've just heard the lovely nectarine words of Bhagwan Shri Sat Sai Baba. And actually, I think it's a reminder. It is the summum bonum of what this one-day conference should be achieving. This one-day conference is a reminder for us of what Bhagwan used to always say. That first of all, we are thankful to him for granting us this human birth. Secondly, we are thankful to him for creating this yearning to learn about divinity and about ourselves. Because yearning for God also is a great blessing that all of us sitting in this auditorium have been blessed with. And the third most important thing is the fact that if you are born as a human being, you have a yearning for God, then the opportunity for satsang to come together. And this Satyasai conference of Tamil Nadu South is the blessing of Bhagwan Shri Sat Sai Baba, where all of us have come together for satsang. And this satsang is the real goal of this one-day conference. I like the beautiful first sentence that Bhagwan mentioned. Follow Swami implicitly. Karishte vachanam tava. Do not think, just follow what he is saying. And the question is, what is he saying and what does he want us to follow? Brothers and sisters, ours is a very unique organization which has no parallel in the whole world. Because the very goal of this organization, as Bhagwan has mandated, is self-transformation. We are all here to improve ourselves on a day-to-day basis on the foundation of self-confidence that Bhagwan so beautifully explained to us. We are not an organization where there is a leader and there is a follower. In this organization, all of us are sadhakas who are yearning to get the experience of divinity within ourselves. And therefore, all of us are equal. There is nobody big, there is nobody small. We are all fellow travelers on the path of that divine goal that Bhagwan has set with all of us. And that is to believe when he said that he is God, but he has come to tell us that we also are capable of becoming God-like. Brothers and sisters, time is very important. Swami beautifully started. Youth will go, everything will go. Ultimately, you and I will be faced with that last moment of our life. When the mind has to be clean, the heart has to be pure, so that we only see the darshan of our Ishtadev, Bhagwan Shri Sat Sai Baba at the fag end of our life. But for this we need to practice. And Bhagwan, out of the infinite love, has given us this platform. I call the Shri Sat Sai Seva organization not as an organization where there is a leader and there's a follower. It is a platform given to each one of us to practice how to realize God within ourselves, to practice how to become self-confident, to practice how we can unconditionally love everybody else. So this may sound very utopian, or it may sound very idealistic, but Bhagwan has given us the lovely message of the 9 points of code of conduct. He has given us the 10 commandments, and he has given us this yearning to improve ourselves on a day-to-day basis. And therefore, in this conference, we must determine 2-3 points before we go home tonight. One, remember we are here to only improve ourselves. Therefore, never extend yourself in the realm of criticizing anybody else or even making a judgment of anybody else. Because making a judgment on another person is as good as making a judgment on God. Because Bhagwan warned us in that discourse. If you say Bhagwan is God, Bhagwan will say Tathastu. If you say Bhagwan is not God, Bhagwan will say Tathastu. And therefore, in our personal lives on a day-to-day basis, in our interpersonal relationships, we have to excel with that capacity, with the skill to unconditionally love everybody and see God in everyone. This is the first decision that we must take for ourselves under the overall umbrella of this conference, one day beautiful conference. Secondly, we always say we are Sai devotees, but we must earn this title. We have to earn this badge. We have to earn the grace of the scarf on our head by God declaring that you and I are his devotees. We declaring that we are his devotees is good. That's a good thought. We must work on it. But the ultimate certificate is when God decides that, yes, you are my devotee. Swami spoke about integrity. What we are at home, we should be outside. What is in the mind, we should reflect. And therefore, this integrity is an exercise that we must do. Over the years, I find in the organization that people believe that there is somebody up and I am down. It is not true, brothers and sisters. If this culture gets ingrained in the organization that somebody is big and somebody is small, then we have betrayed the very faith that Bhagwan has put in us and given us this opportunity to come together, united, hand in hand, and reflect the conduct and the character that Swami wants each one of us to reflect in society. This participation in the Satyasai organization is not only an individual thing. Individually, you and I have to excel on a day-to-day basis by self-transformation. But there is a second thing which Bhagavan expects, and that is through our example to motivate the entire society. We had the lovely Jyoti meditation in the morning. The beauty of Jyoti, as Bhagavan has always explained, is that if there is one Jyoti, you can light so many Jyotis down the line. And therefore, all of us sitting in this grand conference hall are like individual Jyotis. We have to keep our Jyoti bright. And with our own Jyoti, light so many Jyotis all over Tamil Nadu. And therefore, self-confidence is a must. Brothers and sisters, this self-confidence comes with personal sadhana. This self-confidence comes with the experience of giving unconditional love to people. This self-confidence comes from constantly remembering what Swami wants us to do. Self-confidence comes from office bearers. You are all members of the Satsai organization, Tamil Nadu South. But each one of you is a soldier in the mission of Bhagavan Shri Satsai Baba. Each one of you is a grand example of the unconditional love that Bhagavan wants to showcase. I always say there are so many millions of people all over the world, but only you and I have been chosen to be under his divine umbrella because he believes. It is one thing that we have faith in Bhagavan, but look at this beautiful thing. Bhagavan is having faith in us that we are capable of being his reflection and to transform the world by our example of practice. This, brothers and sisters, is an amazing act of faith that Bhagavan has blessed each one of us. And therefore, there is an extra responsibility for each one of us to really put ourselves into practice. Give up everything. The greatest hurdle between Swami and you and I is our sense of devotion. I still want all of us to make a commitment jointly that whatever we do, we will surrender to Bhagavan and never remember that we had done it. Because that will cleanse our own being, our own self, and bring us closer to Swami. When everything is surrendered to Bhagavan, Bhagavan is the happiest. Take one step towards me and I'll take 10 is a divine assurance, is a divine guarantee that he will take us along with him. And that is the important dimension. Yes, at the end of this conference, you will hear so many things. We will be talking about so many programs. We'll be talking, each of the learned speakers will come and share their thoughts. But at the end of the day, when you finish the Aarti and this Om Shanti Shanti happens, I would love for all of us to go back home with peace and determination that I'm not here to change the world. I'm not here to do work for somebody else. But through my actions and through the seva opportunity which I have got, two things I will achieve. One is that I will become a better person. And secondly, in all our actions, in all our seva activities, we will see the hand of God and offer everything that we have done at the Divine Lotus feet, so that you and I can experience how Swami has worked through us as an instrument that he has used, because he finds you and I as perfect instruments to see that his work happens. He wants to do our work, but we are offering ourselves to Bhagavan, that Bhagavan use us, so that we also realize how you beautifully work. I would like to end this whole opportunity to be able to speak to you with a small story about grace, kripa. You see, Bhagavan does everything, but he gives us the grace. When the Rama Setu was being built, the Vanaras put the stones and the bridge was ready. And when Rama was to put his foot there, they realized that the bridge was not as strong as it should be. But then Lord Rama says, don't worry, I will put my foot. He put his foot on the Setu, and you know what happened, as they say? The whole world is him. All the creatures of the oceans came together below the bridge to support it. The bridge became wider, and the entire army crossed. At the end of the bridge, Jambavan asked Bhagwan, Bhagwan, if you could do everything, why did you tell us to do? And the answer is beautiful. He said, I wanted you to take the first step, because your one step is equal to 10 steps that God takes in. God comes forward 1,000,000 times more than what our one step is to support our one step. It is called kripa, kar pa. Kar means do. Pa means take. We are doing nothing. God is doing everything, but He's giving the credit of that work to you and I. We need to understand that He's the doer and He's giving us credit out of love. And we need to offer it back that, Lord, we know you are the doer, but we thank you for allowing us, for giving us this grace of credit. And this credit should never go to our head at all at any point of time. This is the prayer that we all need to offer in the Divine Lotus Feet. And I would believe that this one day lovely conference, an opportunity to come together, will be a classic beginning of a journey of self-confidence for each one of us on the royal road of the Divine Lotus Feet of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. The victory of the Shri Sathya Sai Seva organization is when its members become self-confident, when the members realize the power of God and they reflect this divine glory to everyone in society at every point of time. My great regards to each one of you. I humbly bow down to all my brothers and sisters of the Shri Sathya Sai Seva organization, Tamil Nadu South. I know you are wonderful devotees of Bhagwan, and all of us have to learn a lot from your sense of bhakti, your sense of dedication. And the entire organization of Tamil Nadu South is a brilliant organization, right on the path of self-transformation and achieving the goal where we follow Karishye Vachanam Tava as our mandate as we proceed further in our life. Brothers and sisters, time is important. Time spares no one. There will be a day when we will be face to face with our last breath. We need to prepare for that right now, and we need to prepare in such a way that all others who come in our contact also prepare themselves and spread love. Realize the glory of the Master in the entire society. Happiness or sorrow, good or bad, we are always looking positively towards God's grace. We are bound to be happy people. I always say only happy people can make people happy. Sad people cannot make people happy. And the devotees of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, 24/7, are happy people, are peaceful people. And that is a prasad that Bhagwan has granted us all over the years. Let us take care of that. Vibhuti is a symbol of this prasad. And let us keep that in our hearts all the time and seek His grace. I once again congratulate everyone and thank you for this opportunity for me to interact with you. I also offer my love to each one of you and thanks Swami for this opportunity. Jai Sai Ram.
Sir, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the wonderful message. Sir, we are about 2,300 people assembled here with the only aim of taking that extra steps to Bhagwan, where we could feel Swami's love, not only in our hearts, but in our surroundings also. Wherever people assemble with hearts in unison, obviously Swami's divine presence will manifest there. So we all hope, we all take that divine presence with us to our own homes and to the society near us. We thank again for your wonderful guidance, sir. We now have a gist of what sir spoke in English to be given in Tamil. அடுத்ததாக நம்முடன் திரு சரவணகுமார் அவர்கள் நம்மளுடைய அகில இந்திய தலைவர் ஆங்கிலத்தில் பேசியதை சுருக்கமாக தமிழில் நமக்காக எடுத்துரைப்பார்.
சாய்ராம். இந்த தமிழாக்கம் வந்து சாய்ராம் அவருடைய பேசினுடைய அப்படியே ஃபுல் இது நம்ம பேசலாம், இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டைம் எடுக்கும். சுருக்கமாக ஒரு 2-3 நிமிடங்களில் வந்து அந்த சுருக்கத்தை வந்து நான் அவர் சார் சொன்னது சொல்கிறேன். பகவானுடைய கமல பாதங்களில் என்னுடைய பணிவான வழக்கத்தை நான் தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறேன். இன்றைக்கி காலையில் வந்து நீங்கள் எல்லாமே ஜோதி மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணினீங்க. நீங்கள் அது வந்து மிகப்பெரிய இறைவனோட ஆசீர்வாதத்தை வந்து என்னால் உணர முடிஞ்சது. இங்கே வந்திருக்க கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்க்கு வந்திருக்கக்கூடிய நம்முடைய நிறுவனத்தை சேர்ந்த எல்லா பெரியவர்களையும் நான் ரொம்ப வெல்கம் வருகன்னு சொல்கிறேன். நான் இவ்வளோ பெரிய டெக்னாலஜி இருக்கிறனால இந்த பெரிய ஸ்கிரீனை பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. எல்லா மகிழாஸ் வந்து எல்லாம் வந்து ரொம்ப கலர்ஃபுல் புடவையில் இந்த பக்கம் ஆண்கள் எல்லாமே இருக்கும், பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. இந்த ஒரு நாள் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் வந்து நம்முடைய மனிதத்துடைய மனமாற்றத்திற்காக ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு உண்டுதலாக அந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும்னு நான் நினச்சிக்கிறேன். நம்மளுக்குள்ளே இருக்கக்கூடிய தெய்வத்தன்மையை வந்து நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்காக இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு உதவி பண்ணோம். இது ஒரு இந்த ஒரு சத்சங்கத்தை வந்து இறைவன் கொடுத்தது நம்மளுடைய மிகப்பெரிய ஆசீர்வாதம். நமக்கு நம்ம ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் இந்த வாழ்க்கை பயணத்தில் வந்து நம்ம ஒரு சாதகராக இருக்கிறோம். நம்ம இறைவனை நம்மளை உணர்வதற்கும் புரிஞ்சு கொள்வதற்கும் சாதனைகள் தான் இருக்கிறோம். இதில் யாருமே பெரியவர்களும் இல்லை, சின்னவர்களும் நம்ம யாருமே இல்லை. நம்ம எல்லாம் இறைவனை நோக்கி இந்த பயணத்தில் வந்து செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கிறோம். நம்ம இந்த அமைப்பானது ஒரு தன்னலமற்ற சேவையை வந்து மக்களுக்காக புரியக்கூடிய அனுபவம் கொடுத்துருக்கிறது. இறைவன் நம்மளுடைய 9 வழி அந்த கோட் ஆஃப் கான்டக்ட் வந்து நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்காரு. நம்மளே மாற்றிப்படுறதுக்காக கொடுத்துருக்காரு. நம்முடைய சுய முன்னேற்றத்திற்காக இதை அவர் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அதாவது நம்ம வந்து எந்த ஒரு காரியத்தையும் பண்ணும்போது கடைசியாக வந்து நம்ம எதிர்பார்க்கறது வந்து இறைவன் நம்மளை வந்து சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் பண்ணணும். இவர் வந்து என்னுடைய பக்தர்ன்ற ஒரு சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் கிடைக்கணும். அந்த ஒரு சர்டிஃபிகேஷனுக்காக தான் நம்ம எல்லாருமே வந்து நம்ம எல்லாம் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து நம்மளுடைய முழுமான அர்ப்பணத்தோடு இந்த சாய் நிறுவனத்தில் சேர்ந்து நம்ம வந்து வேலை செய்யணும். இந்த சாய் நிறுவனம் அது நம்முடைய ஒவ்வொருத்தருடைய சுய மாற்றத்துக்காக தான் அமைக்கப்பட்டு இருக்கிறது. அதுதான் நம்மளுடைய முதல் நோக்கமாக இருக்கணும். நம்முடைய ஒவ்வொருத்தரோட வாழ்க்கையும் வந்து ஒரு எடுத்துக்காட்டான வாழ்க்கைக்காக உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற மற்ற மக்களுக்கு ஒரு எடுத்துக்காட்ட வாழ்க்கைக்காக நம்ம இருக்கணும். ஒரு ஜோதியை நம்ம ஏற்றி வைக்கும்போது அந்த ஒரு ஜோதியை வச்சு பல ஆயிரம் கோடி ஜோதிகளை நம்ம ஏற்ற முடியும். நம்முடைய ஒருத்தருடைய வாழ்க்கை மாறும்போது பல்லாயிரம் கோடி மக்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையை நம்மளால் மாற்ற முடியும். அதுக்கு நம்ம சுய நம்பிக்கை நமக்கு தேவை இருக்குது. ஒரு தன்னலமற்ற அன்பு நமக்கு தேவை இருக்கிறது. இறைவன் மீது நம்ம முழுமையான நம்பிக்கை வச்சுருக்கணும். ஏன்னா இறைவன் நம்மளை ஒவ்வொருத்தரையும் வந்து நம்மளை வந்து தேர்ந்தெடுத்திருக்காரு. இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸில் நம்ம பண்ணக்கூடிய தீர்மானங்கள் வந்து நடைமுறைப்படுத்தக்கூடிய எல்லாவதையும் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். நம்ம ஒரு அடி எடுத்து வைக்கும் போது இறைவன் வந்து 10 அடி எடுத்து வந்து நமக்காக உதவி பண்ணியிருக்கார். அவர் இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸில் பல பேச்சாளர்களை வந்து பேசுவாங்க. அதை பேசி முடிஞ்ச பிறகு நீங்கள் வீட்டுக்கு போகும்போது நீங்கள் மனசில் என்ன நினச்சிக்கணுன்னா, நான் ஒரு சிறந்த மனிதனாக நம்ம இருக்கணும், சுவாமிக்கு பிடிச்ச மனிதனாக நான் இருக்கணும், சுவாமி என்ன மூலமாக செய்கிறதுக்கு நான் என்னை வந்து ஒரு கருவியாக மாற்றிக்கணும்னு நம்ம வந்து ஒரு இதை சுய பரிமாற்றத்துக்கு ஒரு இதை சோதனை எடுத்து நம்ம பண்ணணும். கரிச்சே வச்சனம் தவன்றதை நம்ம யாரும் மறந்துடக்கூடாது. அதை சுவாமி சொன்ன கட்டளைகளை நம்மளோட ஒவ்வொரு வாழ்க்கையிலையும் ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் அதை வந்து நம்ம கொண்டு வரணும். உங்கள் எல்லாத்துக்கும் இறைவன் அருள் கிடைக்கணும்னு மனமாற நான் பிரார்த்திக்கிறேன். சாய்ராம்.